Hello, Xylophoney here, and I'd like to welcome you to another episode of How to Pixelmon, your instructional Pixelmon guide. Now right here we're on a server that's actually going to be used for the Poke Legends SMP, so hopefully you guys will get excited for that coming out soon, but that's not why we're here today. No, it's not. We are here to talk about pine cones. You see, pine cones are flammable, but, you know, they're tough. Okay, let's just talk about these Pokemon. So we have, of course, Forretress, which is, you know, forest, and Fortress. He's tanky, okay? He's very tanky, and what I really love about him is he's that bug and steel combo. Now, what I really love about the bug-steel combo, as you've seen on Caesar, is he only has one weakness. I love Pokemon that only have one weakness, and that on him is fire type. So if you just avoid fire types completely, this guy's gonna have a very hard time dying. Now, of course, we'll take a quick look at all the shinies, and of course the little guys as well. I don't know if I have him out or not. No, I do not. There we go. Let's stop at 5. And so we got the shiny Pineco over here. It turns it into like a golden pinecone that likes to phase through walls. It's pretty impressive, really. Then we got the non-shiny pinecone that likes to also phase through walls. Are you guys gonna phase through walls? I'm curious. But anyway, here we have your standard Forretress. We got the nice purplish and red look, and then of course the golden look. I really do like the shiny just because it like turns it into a golden pinecone, which is relatively... Are you gonna do it? No, you're not gonna phase through the walls? Okay, that's fine then. But yeah, these guys, as I said, they are only weak against fire, and they are extremely tanky. Now, they're built very similar to a Cloyster. He actually looks a little bit like Cloyster as well with the shell going around him, but he has a very high defense. Not that great of a special defense, but he's got some attack on him. Generally, we want to really emphasize the defense. So what I would suggest to always train these guys in is health and defense. Because a special attack, you could train that up, but it's not really going to be, you know, live up to the tanky standards that he has. But if you train him for defense and use him as the first Pokemon you throw out, you got a 50-50 chance of some really good things happening there. And even if you train him up for health, he's probably not going to get one shot because he has Sturdy. So you'll be able to do something. Now the reason we're thinking about, you know, we don't want him to get knocked out so fast is because of a very interesting potential moveset that I'd really enjoy on Forretress. This right here. Notice he doesn't have any good attacks here. I have Toxic Spikes, Spikes, Rapid Spin, and Explosion. Now Spikes and Toxic Spikes, they're hazards. You throw those out and they make the rest of the battle just a living hell for the opponent you're going up against. Fun fact, you can also breed Forretress and get Stealth Rock on him as well, so I would switch out probably Rapid Spin. Rapid Spin removes other stuff like that, so if your enemy's trying to do the same thing, you have a little bit of an advantage. But then you can have the 3 hazards laid out there, and when you're done, boom! Next Pokemon. An Explosion coming from this guy will do some decent damage too, because he does have a little bit of physical attack, and point is they're going to get you, they're going to chip away your health, they're going to get lower and lower and lower, and then by the time you're low enough, you're just going to explode anyway and pretty much thwart anything they've done, and do quite a bit of damage to them at the same time. Now, the other thing you could set up with him is actually, you know, train that attack a little bit. Remember, I'd prefer a defensive nature, straight defense, and nothing but defense and health and with that first setup. But you can also give him some attack, and give him some moves. He learns Bug Bite. You can teach him the Earthquakes, the Rock Throws, standard physical moves all going out there. You could even try to teach him a Rest and Toxic combo. Although remember, he's not the best special defense tank, and he's not good against fire. If someone sends out a fire type, if someone sends out a special attacking fire type, you switch out or use that explosion and get ready to die. If you're at full health and they send out a fire type, go ahead and use that explosion. They'll hit you first, but you have Sturdy, so you'll get that explosion in while you're at 1 health, and there's nothing more fun than that. Well, I guess there's some things more fun than that, but it's pretty hilarious. We can admit that. So yeah, that's pretty much what we see for Forretress. Obviously, since he's so tanky, we want to use the leftovers. You could go for a Life Orb to make that explosion be a bit more tough, but I think the leftovers would be a good choice to give you a little bit more time, so you can actually, you know, get that full setup going. I just really like having Forretress be a super tanky Pokemon that can set up all the hazards you need. It's really fun and really good to your team in general. Not a sweeper by any means, but a really good support Pokemon. So, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode of How to Pixelmon. If you have enjoyed, definitely leave a like, and more importantly, leave down in the comments below what Pokemon you would like to see next. I think we're nearly out of the new ones, so we're gonna have to jump back into the older versions and see what Pokemon I missed, so your suggestions will be crucial. Anyway, see you guys next time. Have a wonderful day.